My name is Evan Donahue, and we are going to do a playthrough of Blood on the Clocktower tonight. We have 8 regular players from Sydney, and we're about to play Trouble Brewing. This is the first script in the base edition of Blood on the Clocktower. Now, Blood on the Clocktower holds up to throwing a bunch of random rolls in and seeing what game comes out, but I've chosen a few combinations for specific reasons, things that I like to do as a storyteller. I won't go into all of them right now, but for example, I often like pairing the washerwoman with a powerful townsfolk that gains information each night. So the washerwoman learns one of 2 people as a particular townsfolk at the start of the game, and they will learn in this game who the Undertaker is. And the reason for that is that's great information if they can confirm another player, but if they announce that publicly to the group, then the demon may attack the Undertaker. So that's a nice little trap I like to set for the washerwoman. Over here we have the 3 bluffs given to the demon. They always learn 3 rolls that are not in play. I usually like to go 1 easy, 1 medium, 1 hard mode. The easy mode here is the recluse. That is an outsider. They just bluff as that outsider and say, I'm the recluse, I'm gonna appear evil to you guys. They're not expected to learn anything at any time. And if they get executed and the Undertaker learns they're the imp, then the minion is the Scarlet Woman and it sticks with their recluse story anyway. The Raven Keeper is another medium mode one. You can say publicly, I'm the Raven Keeper, and then there's a good reason why you haven't died at night because the demon doesn't want to attack the Raven Keeper. But then if the demon wants to target themselves and make the minion the imp, then they can bluff that they learned something as the Raven Keeper. And finally, the Investigator bluff lets the demon be a bit proactive and accuse players of being particular minions. If you want to see the list of characters on the Trouble Brewing character sheet so you can follow along with what's happening as they play, please click the link in the description. So hopefully some of the things I've set up will play out tonight. It's going to be interesting to see which bluff the demon picks, and let's get our players in. Let's jump in. All right, thank you very much for coming to play Blood on the Clocktower tonight. Michael, you are first to get a token.
Yes. Who'd you pay?
Evan.
Just in no direct. Give me some
So
of
did I,
that
it's
hot,
really
fresh,
well done.
tokenistic goodness.
I've been out not looking.
Already.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you get the token you paid for.
Only 4 more, Doug.
Yeah.
What do we decide you get?
Well, you know what would be terrible if Evan had like put in a bunch of extra tokens just so I didn't like have to make a choice.
There are 4 demons in there.
No evil rolls at all. It's just all.
Just here to have fun, vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just friends, not killing each other all night.
Just imagine if a demon were here.
Do you remember?
What fun we could have.
Do you remember that?
Some minions go.
This reminds me of something.
What?
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, can I get your felt side up?
Yeah.
Get your tokens, please.
Do you want me to close my eyes?
Yes. If you want, I mean, sure.
Let's have a little micronet.
Just makes it a little,
Who doesn't just want to always
just a little more awesome. Thank you.
It's terrifying having to
Thank you.
I don't want to be looking at you
You
guys.
see evil all the time.
Thank you.
I just realised I've put a throat lozenge in, and I have a mic second, like millimeters below my mouth. I'm trying to suck on it really quietly.
Eyes open, everyone,
That's
please,
what
while I
she
set this
said.
up.
No, we're classier than that, man.
No, we're not. Oh god.
All right, let's do that.
So now the awkward silence where you can't talk about your character.
Yeah.
How was your day, Julian?
Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. That's about as much as I want to say on YouTube. Yeah, if you
So
want to
Yeah,
know.
where was your apartment again?
Yeah. Right. What's your last
security
name?
So I was talking to my mother's maiden name about my date of birth and first school teacher and what? You're going to cut it, it's fine.
All right, I think we're good to go.
Are we
Just
going
give
to introduce ourselves for the video?
Sure. If anyone would like to say your names for, or do you want me to do it? Do you want me
I
to
reckon
do
you
it?
should do it.
All right, here we have Michael, we have Philip, Mariana, Julian, Lewis, Reggie, Claire, and Doug. And either 25% or 75% of these players are about to win a game of Blood on the Clocktower. Eyes closed, everyone, please. Eyes closed, everyone, please.
If Doug dies, the game becomes Douglas.
You know what? 2 minutes. We lasted 2 minutes.
It's begun. Oh no.
The storyteller's feet shuffling just makes me nervous. If it was me, you'd just hear.
I think I may have forgotten my character.
Rule 3. May ask the storyteller a question at any time.
I thought it was hydration for a second.
Yeah, Rule 3 hydration.
Oh no.
Well, we're in a location in a city near an airport.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you can find us before we stop filming, you get a free copy of the game.
Oh no. You know someone will try and do that.
What's that throbbing in the
I
background?
know.
Oh, it's just a noise that Evan makes.
It's really hard for filming.
Is that from the equipment?
You can hear it
Or
in
is
the
from
house
outside-
sometimes. It's
outside
very
the
unnerving.
warehouse?
It's outside.
I can't imagine the equipment making noise.
Oh, we'll finally have evidence of what the storyteller does at night. I'm still convinced that Steve moons all the players
Yes,
once per game.
he definitely
Or at
does.
least once.
Are we allowed to refer to any of the crew by name, or are they like ninjas?
The Pandanon.
No, we have helping us film tonight. We have Harrison and David.
Right, because I'm just imagining like that sound reminded me that it made me think that Harrison was in there like in GarageBand, just like making some fat beats.
Pressing the one button.
He's just
over
pressing
and
that,
over.
just really trying to figure out that rhythm.
Okay, eyes open, everyone, please. The game has begun because it's the first day. I'm going to give you guys a little longer to talk stuff through, but in a few minutes, I will call for nominations. Have at it.
Sweet. All right, heads up, I'm not useful. Right now.
I remembered who I am.
Oh yeah, okay.
Who was
Don't
it?
press me for anything. Don't kill me. I just want to just speak for a bit.
I will actually say I'm the chef. I learned that there is a pair of evil players sitting next to each other.
Oh.
So I'm looking at
That all people,
One.
except your neighbors.
I'm looking at two of
for your
you.
neighbours.
I know names could be.
Yeah,
Could be you two, but then you wouldn't be the chef. I'm just making sure you two are sitting next to each other for chef ability.
Yeah, my chef
Yeah.
information has got me 100% convinced that I am not the demon. Yeah, it's some pretty
good.
revolutionary stuff. Is anyone else? Anyone? Do we have outsiders? How many outsiders do we have?
Should have one.
Should have one.
Do we have one?
Probably it's a drunk.
Yes, this is an 8-player game, so the base count is 5 townsfolk, 1 outsider, 1 minion, and 1 demon, unless the minion is a baron, in which case there will be 2 extra outsiders and 2 fewer townsfolk.
Very good. So helpful.
At the risk of becoming demon bait, I'm willing to say that I am an ability character.
Okay.
Is that
Are you wanting
ability
to-
killing someone at night?
So by ability character, which ones do you mean?
A character that doesn't just get information on the first night.
Oh,
so
right.
I'm not in the top 4.
So you're talking
I'm not in the
Mayor,
top 4.
Soldier, Slayer, Virgin.
Empath. Yeah, I've narrowed it down to a large selection
Okay.
of characters.
Do
We're
we?
gonna do Julian Gambit?
I'd be willing to take one for the team if we've got a virgin.
Yeah, that's me.
Beautiful. I'd be happy. I'd prefer if we had a washerwoman or something. That would be ideal. But
This-
I'm happy to confirm.
I
myself.
was
They
thinking.
are sitting next to each other. Keep this in mind with his information. This is starting to look a bit funny.
Except that it was his information that told us they were next to each
No,
other.
but that'll make us trust them.
I was thinking
sitting
about.
next to each
I was
other.
thinking about it. I do not trust this particular storyteller to not make the virgin drunk, and I don't want to make this all about me because it's about us winning as a team. It's about us.
You know, the people playing at home don't know the storyteller, Michael.
They will by the end of this. This is about winning as a team, and I don't want to make it about me. But I would prefer to nominate myself. However,
I would like Doug to nominate you because one of the players next to me is evil.
Rules question: would a virgin
One of
kill
the-
themselves if they nominated
We've had a rules question from Phil, and he's asked the storyteller, if there is a virgin in play, and if they are not drunk or poisoned, and they nominate themselves, they will be executed from their own ability.
Really?
Yes.
So you're just going to finger yourself, ruin your.
It'll involve
Where's it?
me
Where's it?
putting my
Yeah,
hand
yeah,
up
yeah.
to nominate, if that's what you want to call it.
By finger, you mean to accuse, I assume.
Look, I mean, I think it's in the best interest for a townsfolk to nominate me, so we can at least confirm them too. I just worry that with a 1, that you either might be drunk or I might be drunk, and it won't prove anything.
Well,
Well, can I nominate you if we can't have him?
Are you an empath?
If you're the empath, we don't want you to die.
Well, that's true.
how about
yeah.
I nominate. If I don't die, we just kill me tomorrow, or we just kill me.
But no. But let's just why. I get that you're distrusting of his information covering him and a neighbour. But if he nominates a virgin and dies, that's great.
No, but there's one
It is.
neighbour evil.
Sure.
One pair.
But, sure, there's one pair of evil neighbours.
Right,
But are
right.
you suggesting that the execution could be faked? Because it can't. A virgin execution can't be.
No, I know that.
That's why I would
Yeah.
rather at least have me getting executed straight up, so that at least
what's
one
our
person's
benefit?
executed.
What's our benefit of you nominating yourself and dying?
I'm going to call for nominations in 30 seconds.
Me being confirmed.
No, I think
Anybody
still.
else?
I'm
Because
also happy
if we
to be the
confirm
person
you, then
nominated.
we haven't confirmed me.
Correct.
So
I'm
we
a
don't know
townsfolk
we can
from the
trust
top
my
4,
info.
and I would also like to be the
Which
one
one
to
are you?
nominate.
Because I reckon maybe one of us three is drunk.
So I'm
if
watching.
you're right, one of you two is evil.
Okay. Is there maybe you can
we
talk to
want
a couple
either
of
of
people
them
to see
nominated?
if you can at least have
Let's
some.
call for
I think
nominations.
Wash will
I
move.
mean,
I don't know.
Either way, still confirm me.
Okay,
It's good
if
enough.
any
I
of you
think
two want to
no one else
nominate me,
wants to
I
go for
don't
it.
want anybody else to jump to it. If you guys want to.
Don't
I want to
yourself
jump
just
to
to-
it, but do you guys want me to do it?
I'm probably the least
No.
useful of the top 4 to
I
nominate.
want
the
you to
virgin.
do it.
Sarah's not his neighbour. So if it fails, it's
Reggie.
Reggie, Sarah, Sir Reggie. Sir, if you nominate what's his face over here, Michael,
Right.
you're not his neighbour. So if it fails, it'll be less us. Slightly.
Second call for nominations.
Reggie, do you want to nominate me?
All right, I nominate Michael.
Reggie has nominated Michael, and you are immediately executed. Everyone, please. Eyes closed. Everyone, please.
Excellent.
Michael, was it good for you?
I'll probably
I'm
do a
very
quick,
happy about it. Yes, that is the best outcome.
do a quick aside to camera
I
after
feel
this one.
like it's been a successful first nomination.
It's
Cool.
possible.
Never been so happy to die.
I guess I'd like to test
That was
my
what you were
information
asking
again.
for, I feel.
Yeah.
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 I'm happy to die tonight.
We are supposed to be eyes closed, right?
Yes.
All right, otherwise I look like an idiot.
The throat lozenge was so good.
Did you suck on it a lot?
It just occurred.
Saw the throat.
Saw the throat.
Clear
I
out
think I
the
remember
nose.
my character, but I'm like, what if Evan wakes me up again and I realise I thought the wrong?
Listen to me breathe.
Terrific. Oh no. What if Sarah was the spy?
Well, that's what we always jump to the conclusion of. It is most likely that she's not, but she could be.
Oh no. Or you for that matter.
But it doesn't really matter
No, the
because she
spy.
knows everything anyway if she's the spy.
Yeah,
Regardless.
true.
It's
At least
not.
if she was the spy, she's taken.
All right, guys, the night phase has ended, but I'm just going to go and talk to the camera a bit. So don't talk amongst yourselves about the game yet, but please close your ears. This will just
Can we
take-
keep our eyes closed?
our eyes closed, ears closed for about a
Eyes
minute.
So we're
closed,
blind.
ears closed.
It's just for a minute or so. Let's go. Let's go, Tom. All right.
No, because he's going to be recording the blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so the good team has discovered who the virgin is, which means they're probably going to be having a lot of private conversations with that person tomorrow, which is actually really good for them. The drunk was killed, which isn't by the demon. That's not so bad for the good team, except now they will never have an opportunity to discover that they're drunk. The fortune teller thinks one of their neighbors is a demon, potentially, because of the red herring thing. Unfortunately for the evil team, the Scarlet Woman was picked the same night as the Red Herring, which means the minion is going to now be under suspicion of being a demon. I think if the evil team is going to win this game, they're going to have to do it off the back of how the demon does, and not necessarily the minion here itself. But the Undertaker got good info. The Washwoman and Virgin will both be pretty trustworthy tomorrow. So really, the game is going to center around: can we trust this character here? At least for the time being, I think. Okay, cool. Let's get back to it. Thanks. All right. Thank you for that, everyone. Eyes open, please. Mariana has died in it.
Oh,
Mariana.
Okay, so I was the monk, and I tried to protect you last night. I didn't tell anyone who I was.
Okay.
But I heard who you were, and anyway. That's
Are
that's
you?
enough
Are you?
of that. I just realized, yeah.
Do you reckon that you were just killed at random?
Nothing.
And
Yes.
Can I have a little speak here?
Yes.
I got one of my neighbours is a demon again. I think we should wait until
I think we
there
need
are
to keep
less than
executing.
5 players left alive
What-
and then kill Doug so we
What
can't
reason
stop.
would we not
Yeah.
So if we kill, and assuming we don't get the demon,
Yeah.
so kill takes us to 5, demon kill takes us to 4. I guess then we can not execute.
I
think- I think
If we skip an execution today, then we go to 5 tomorrow. Execute, demon kill takes us to
I
3
feel like we
for a
need to
final.
share
Hey guys, why
could
don't we
I-
tell Reggie?
Yes.
Well, no. You tell me. I'm the confirmed virgin.
Yeah.
As the storyteller,
That's
just quick rules aside.
before you tell the group.
Yes.
All right, I'm just going to tell the group and also the people watching at home that Michael is 100% the confirmed virgin. Thank you, Phil. There's no other way that can happen unless he is the virgin, the ability works. He's 100% a townsfolk, is good. Reggie is either a townsfolk or the spy, because the spy can be executed when nominating the virgin, because they can register as a townsfolk.
If you guys see it in the interest of the game to all come and talk to me and tell me what your role is, I can check for any double ups. And
Who are you?
Reggie, if you would like to
I'm not
tell me
you.
which townsfolk you saw and between the two people, unless you want to share that as
I
public
think the
knowledge.
chef information is
Thank you.
That looks super sus, but it was meant to be a good confirming thing. Is this a line?
Okay, so that's unbreakable. So that's who we need to trust. And then we've got 3 of us.
That's
We
fine.
need to, and then Mariana's
We don't have to talk
probably
about
okay. Yep.
anything.
I checked my neighbours on both nights. One of them is the demon. Both times I got a yes. I think we should wait until there are fewer than 5 players left alive and then kill Doug so he
Okay.
can stop us.
All right. Cool.
If we form a cartel, I'm willing at this point to suspect that
Hey,
Julian
Lewis.
and Lewis are evil.
Okay.
Yep. I'm not entirely sure what to do about that.
Yes, and then.
So
You wanna get
who did
killed.
you tell who you are?
Um,
So you didn't tell Julian?
Okay. I'll figure out a way we can do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Julie.
Also, I mean, it could be a demon.
It's my chair, but whatever.
I'm really confused. I'm trying to make myself into demon bait, so I pretend to be the fortune teller, passing off the information that I got.
Brilliant.
I'm willing to tell you mine.
The only thing is though, I think we should wait until fewer than 5 players left
Phil, I
alive
haven't
to
spoken
kill
to you
Doug
yet.
so he can't stop us.
You're assuming a Scarlet Woman.
Oh no, I've already told it.
Well, it's probably
Oh,
not
I can
poison,
trust you,
but at the
boss.
same
You're-
time,
you're confirmed.
poison,
You're confirmed
so
virgin.
it's
I'm going to call for
unless
nominations in
you're
about a
a
minute. Nominations in about a minute.
Right. So your 2 alive neighbours are those 2. All right.
To make sure that a raven keeper somewhere is.
I don't think we have one.
Okay.
I don't think we have one.
That's fine.
I have a feeling I might die next.
Okay.
Do you have anything more that you could say? I'd like to have a talk to you again. If That's all right.
Yes.
Okay. Based on that, do you have anything maybe you could?
See what I can do.
The monk died.
See what I can do. Mariana,
Yes.
would you like to share this little rendezvous that you heard between Claire and Julian earlier?
Oh, I just heard some information on Claire in general, but I don't know if she wants that information to be public, so...
I did hear the word Star Pass when they were just talking now.
Oh, you mean that?
Oh no, well, I just
How
in front
about
of
I just clarify?
No,
the other thing.
yeah,
All right, oh, good.
it was
Sorry.
to prevent...
Just to give some context,
Okay.
we borrowed a roller derby term for use in Blood on the Clock Tower. Seriously, when the imp targets themselves and makes a minion the imp, we refer to it as a star pass after the derby move where the jammer passes the star to the pivot to become the jammer. Thank you.
And we don't have to explain all those other ways.
Can we have a bit more
Google
time? Or
those.
Oh, no,
not?
you can keep talking, but you can nominate if you want. First call for nominations.
I've got to stop touching my mic.
Let's jam later.
I am the fortune teller.
Guys.
No one's listening.
Guys.
I'm the fortune teller, and last night I got a yes.
Oh yeah.
Kill me. I'll die.
You
I'm happy to die.
and Doug.
But then why wouldn't we kill Lewis instead of you? Someone we think is probably good.
Yeah, I'm also happy for that.
Second call for nominations.
Based on what
Lewis
I
has told
heard,
you who
I
he is.
would, yes, I would rather kill Doug so that the Undertaker can confirm him. There is an Undertaker in the game, and I'd rather the Undertaker stay alive at this point.
I'm willing to kill. Rather than kill Lewis, I'm actually much rather kill Julian because I think the way the game is laid out right now would suggest that both Lewis and Julian are the evil pair sitting next to each other. We've got confirmed
If
good
Doug's
over here.
information is correct.
If
Probably
Doug's-
good,
yeah.
and if he's correct. I'm the Undertaker. I know you're probably protecting my identity there, but I'm willing to come out. And I think the only real combination is these two here. Mariana was killed at night, obviously good. And if Julian and Lewis are the evil pair, Julian coming out and attempting to throw Lewis under the bus makes me think he's the minion and that Julian is the demon.
Okay, but if Doug is the demon,
Then that info is incorrect and not
then you're
focused on
probably
her.
just trying to back him up because.
All right, well, kill me.
Final
no,
call
you're
for
trying to
nominations.
not be killed. Kill Lewis. I nominate Lewis.
Lewis has been nominated by Doug. Lewis, what do you have to say for yourself?
Okay, I think that I'm just not a person who should die today. And Michael understands why I should not die today.
I'm looking to you, Michael. You know all the characters.
Yep, you know us all.
Look, I mean, there's been no double up.
Okay.
Everybody, the reality is we don't have so much information. I mean, there's a washerwoman confirming somebody. We don't know whether the chef is the drunk or not, and I think it would be great to find out if
Make me a
the
sandwich.
chef is a drunk.
is the drunk.
All right, Lewis, have you said everything
How
you
will we
wish to
find
say?
that out?
Through Undertaker information.
Yes.
Votes for Lewis starting now.
Should we vote?
My ghost vote.
Jesus.
Are you not doing this?
All right.
Okay,
One vote for Lewis. Lewis is safe. Are there
let's
any
do
other
Doug.
nominations?
I can't
I'm
nominate.
going to nominate Julian.
Julian has been nominated by Phil.
This is the evil pair, and I believe Julian was attempting to protect his demon.
Julian, what do you have to say for
Wait.
yourself?
Last time you said I was the demon. Now you're saying he's the demon.
No, sorry, yeah, no, he's trying to protect the, trying to pass it to the demon. You're trying to pass the heat to the minion. You're the demon. I'm nominating
So-
you.
It's really clear.
Yeah.
All right, what do you have to say for yourself?
Try and
I
keep
said
your
it great.
lies
I said
straight.
it. I said
Just
it
try
great
and
the
keep your
first
lies
time.
straight.
I said it
That's
great
all
the
I'm
first
saying.
time.
All right. Oh, I don't think I need to say anything.
Okay, votes for Julian starting now.
I'm dead. I'm not going to use a vote.
Just so you're not alone. It sucks to vote alone,
Two
Phil.
is not enough.
Look,
Three votes
I would say
I would like to nominate Doug,
Doug
please.
has been nominated.
The reason why is at the, obviously, I mean, we want to kill a demon. You probably are not evil. However, I think it would be great to find out if your information is legitimate or not.
But killing him won't do that.
Well, that might be able to get Undertaker information.
I won't get any more information though if we kill Doug.
can I
Correct,
have a
but
word
I
in
want to
my
get
defense?
Undertaker information on the drunk.
I'm going to give the floor to Doug for the moment. Doug, what do you have to say for
Because
yourself?
we already know he's good.
I think this is a good idea. Let's kill me.
I think this is
Look,
important.
actually, if I die and we know the Virgin's good and we have an empath, then the empath will be sure that they'll be learning. The one side, they'll know that player's not evil. So if they learn that player's evil, if they learn they're sitting next to one evil player, then they know it's that person.
Just for the audience, not for me. I understood all of that completely. Just for the audience, would you like to repeat what you just said?
So if there's one confirmed player and the empath is sitting next, I'm dead, so I don't count anymore. The empath is sitting next to a confirmed good player, and they learn that one of the people they're sitting next to is evil. Can't be the confirmed good player because they're confirmed good.
Right.
So that should be the person on the
That
other
would be
side.
great if Claire has shared her information, but she hasn't.
She shared it with me.
Okay, so secret.
Or she shared it with.
At this point, Doug has been nominated. I'm gonna run this vote.
All right, let's give it
Vote
a
for Doug, starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 votes. That is every single living player. So
Okay, let's remember
Doug
that.
is about to die. Final call for nomination this time.
And then you willingly just
3,
Voted for everyone,
2,
including myself.
1. Doug, you are executed.
You're super dead.
And ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, you have killed Doug.
The game is
You're
now.
so excited.
Eyes closed, everyone, please. Eyes closed, everyone.
He does this every time. Still fell for it. Yay! Oh no.
And maybe we didn't kill evil or good.
But
Maybe
we're
we
one
don't
step
know.
closer.
But we killed a good dude. Yeah.
Oh.
The big reveal is going to be roll call when we find out I wasn't actually the chef this whole time. And I really did forget my character.
You honestly believe?
He's like, dude, you were the demon all along.
Okay. Oh no.
Way to throw yourself under the bus. John. I think I just connected something.
Yeah.
You connected something.
I was leaning out as if to get your attention. I'm
Hey, Phil. Whisper it to me. Hey, Doug, I'm going to star past Lewis.
Yeah? Yeah.
Eyes open, everyone, please. Michael has died in the night.
Dude, you said you were going to star pass.
Yeah.
What the hell,
Okay,
man?
I'm going to give, I know you all know this, but for the benefit of the people watching, a quick bottom of Clocktower maths lesson. Isn't the symmetry nice?
It's so nice.
The secret to a good video is getting only OCD players.
No, we know that the demon likes symmetry.
Alright, quick bottom of the Clocktower maths lesson.
I'm dead.
So can I just have everyone's attention for a moment, please?
Yeah.
When there are 4 players left alive, it does not have to be the final day, but it can be. If you choose to execute a player today and you do not execute the demon, then you go to night with 3 players left alive. In most cases, the demon will be able to attack, bringing it down to 2 players left alive, which is the evil victory condition. However, if you choose not to execute, or for some reason you cannot execute, then you will go to night with 4 players left alive. In most cases, the demon can attack, bringing it to 3, and you will play for 1 more day. So this does not have to be the final day, but it can be. Basically, it's demon or bust if you choose to execute.
At night, are you allowing the demon to be able to target a dead player? Or are those shenanigans, illegal shenanigans?
The demon is perfectly allowed to target dead players. But if it gets in a cycle of, let's not execute, let's target dead players, then I will bring in the fiddler. And the evil team does not want the fiddler because then you're only choosing between 2 people to become the demon, to win as the demon.
That's a pattern.
Is it time for the Julian Gambit?
I feel like
For everyone go out in the open?
I feel like it would be beneficial for everybody to come out with their information, considering this is potentially the last day. What bothers me is that there's been this instant kind of whispering between Claire and Julian, and their characters have nothing.
I've told you why that is.
No, that's fine. You're right. I mean, we can have a discussion about it now. It's not a problem.
All right.
I think.
I asked you whether I should come out.
Yeah.
and
It's
you
not my
said-
call. Yeah.
Yeah, but now you're kind of forcing me to.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
how about I come out first?
Sure.
I'm actually the fortune teller. The first night.
Wait.
Oh my gosh, it's incredible.
I didn't suspect it at all. I'm actually incredulous.
I checked my neighbours on the first night and the second night, and I got a yes both times. On the third night, I checked Phil and Michael and got a no.
So you're saying you checked us,
The first
I
night.
mean, one of us.
and you got a yes?
Yes.
One of us
But
will
it can't
register as
possibly
the demon when we're not.
Be either of us.
So
You could have
it
stopped
out of
us.
8.
You could have stopped us.
No, not
I forgot he died
Starpass,
at
the
night.
Scarlet Woman. Because we
Yeah,
executed
Scarlet
him.
Woman. Yeah.
Right.
But what
So-
about the red
Can I
herring?
defend myself now? Because
He could have been the red herring.
Yeah, I would know. The chances of one of us 2 being the red herring are actually like pretty good. That's what, 25%. So
Yeah, that's
it would
true.
not surprise me at all that one of us is a red herring.
I'm not. I don't
That's a
trust
convenient
Julian as
thing for
much
the
as
demon to
I.
say. Right. So
Sure, I'm dead though. Like, we're both
in
dead.
a second, I'll defend myself, but I'll wait till you're ready.
So, because Julian was pro one of these people nominating the Virgin on the first day rather than me. Because
No, I was against it. I said.
No, you said one of my neighbours should nominate the Virgin because one of them is evil.
No. I said, are you sure we want one of your neighbours? Because you said one of them was evil. I was suggesting someone else, not one of those two.
She must have heard, sure, we want one of your neighbours.
Well, I'm happy to come out and say that I fully trust both Doug and Sarah. Reggie.
Okay.
Sir Reggie. Because I'm the
Don't say Sir
Reggie. Sir Reggie. Yeah.
Why do you trust
Think about
Reggie?
this.
Why do you trust
Because I've got
Doug?
my Undertaker information both nights.
I explained to Julian that
okay.
I didn't want to kill
ownership.
Doug until there were
Why
fewer
we-
than 5 players left alive to avoid a star pass situation.
And Sarah can, well, I mean, you can say it if you want, but she's a confirmed good player, and maybe you can confirm if you want. I told her character before she'd mentioned it to anyone.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got 2 things.
From my Undertaker information. I went up to her.
Why?
Well, actually, no, I did say it, but I just don't think you'd heard it. But I did say it on the first day.
First,
So,
No, I didn't.
first thing, why do we trust Phil? And secondly, what are you, Lewis?
I
I can answer
am
the first one.
Ravenkeeper.
No.
What are you?
I'm going to call for nominations
you're
in
not
about a
gonna-
minute.
Mariana, which one's
Okay.
still-
Nominations in
that's
about a
still-
minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If we have the chef
have,
that's
like,
confirmed by the Undertaker.
Sorry, we have an Undertaker. Did the Undertaker?
Yes, the Undertaker.
Hang on,
has
Julian
confirmed
told
this
me that he wanted to be demon bait, so that sounds like he's claiming Raven.
You haven't. No.
Oh,
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
okay,
I'm
so it's
sus on Julian.
My original question.
Can I
I'm
tell
sus on
my
Julian
side
now.
story at any stage here?
Alright, so
I am the outsider. I am the recluse. My goal was to get killed by the demon because it's wasting the demon a whole turn of the demon if they kill the recluse. I'm not worth anything.
That's reasonable, that's true.
So that's why I said, make me, I'll say I'm the fortune teller. I haven't died yet, but that was my goal.
But it's also pretty
Nah,
sus that
don't
she
buy it,
didn't
let's
die.
kill
She came
You don't buy
out.
it?
She may have not come out as the
Yeah,
fortune
but if
teller.
I've just told everyone
Let's
that
wait.
one of my neighbours is evil, I'm not getting any better information.
We need to not
wait.
forget-
She would have, because
Yes,
on the
she
first day, she said she was the empath, and she was the only character who came out as someone who was continuously getting information.
She told me,
and then
and she
Mariana got
I don't
targeted
get
instead.
information as long as my
overheard her
neighbours don't
tell me
change.
that she was the fortune teller.
Yeah.
So that's how I knew. She came over and
But they
told me,
did.
and
Alright.
then I went and
First
said,
call for
we
nominations.
need to not execute today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably not.
Let it go down to 3. Better off.
It'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see who they kill
Yeah.
because
Could also be
Lewis is Ravenkeeper as well, and these
Okay.
3 players are in real heat, so it'll be interesting to see which player.
Second
they
call
target.
for nominations.
No, I think we leave it
Star
today. We'll
pass
see what happens tomorrow.
Is a real possibility.
Yeah.
I'll probably be left alive because there's heat on me. But
Everyone's got heat on them.
Everyone's heat on them. Julian will be alive 100%, I can tell you.
All right, final call for nominations. 5,
Any star pass,
4, 3, 2, 1. There is no execution today. Eyes closed, everyone.
And
please.
I mean,
Eyes
obviously
closed,
this is the
everyone,
right
please.
mathematical choice, but Doug, the thing that makes me nervous about not executing right now is that if the demon and minion are both alive, and I suspect they are, I think it's Lewis and Julian together.
Then we've
if
got
they, if they kill
increase.
either Claire or myself, then
Can we stop feeding the demon
the one
things to do?
Sure, but the one they've got this idea already. But the one person who can nominate is one good player, and if they nominate the minion instead of the demon, they win. Sometimes we need that second person to nominate.
I agree.
We don't have that chance now, but
What are the... Okay, I'm trying to figure out what are the sources of misinformation.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, because it's not looking...
well, I'm the outsider, so that eliminates the drunk. We haven't,
Sure, okay.
we haven't seen any poison.
Sure, okay.
sorry, just missed it.
Sure.
Yeah, but then
So, if we could trust my info, then the only sensible answer is that
Lewis
it's...
and Doug.
Do you say Lewis and Doug?
No, there's
No,
another.
Lewis and Julian. Y'all look the same to me. Y'all have beards.
Okay, so you would have seen Julian really agonizing over that kill the final night because he has to try and decide who has the most shade on them. He can't target himself because he thinks they suspect Lewis more than him. He can't target Lewis because Lewis is under suspicion. So then it came down to between Phil and Claire about who to target. I think he may have left Claire alive because he just bluffed as the recluse. Even if she picks him tonight, it's going to play into his recluse bluff pretty well. We're in a situation now where there's only one good player left alive, but good can still win because the dead can vote. The real tension today is Claire deciding between whether Julian or Lewis is the demon. If she nominates the wrong person, evil wins. Okay, let's get to it. All right, eyes open, everyone, please. Phil has died in the night.
Yes.
Ugh.
Is that awesome?
So does that confirm you?
No,
So that
it really
no?
doesn't. Okay,
No,
I'm very.
Okay.
I don't usually like to talk too much, but as the only confirmed good player who's not spreading shit right now, no, Reggie is not a confirmed good player.
She nominated you and died.
Spy.
So it
She
might
could be a spy.
Yeah, it seems unlikely.
Okay, so we need to consider the possibilities. We're on the final day. Somebody's a
Right.
demon. Let's assume that Phil was the actual Undertaker and was getting good information. And if he got good information, he learned that Doug is the chef, meaning your information is good, unless you were poisoned.
Or he was the spy. I'm worried he
He's
might have
the
been
red
the
herring,
spy.
or I'm drunk.
What I'm trying to say is that if you definitely are the recluse,
Yeah.
that one could be picking up here because you could register as evil and we could have our demon over here.
Yeah, I understand.
You're the most important player right now.
My information is not very useful. I should have checked Lewis. I actually checked Julian and I got a yes, which doesn't really help us.
Why would you say or do those things?
So who were the two people you checked?
So
I checked Julian.
Just Julian.
got one piece
Julian
of
and
Oh,
who?
sorry, and
but I think
Michael.
it's actually very useful.
It's so
So
perfect.
I got a pair of evil players sitting next to each other. Claimed to be the recluse, didn't say anything till the final day.
Yeah.
Evil.
Wait,
I'm the
no,
Raven
no,
Keeper.
that's not fair. I told
Recluse
her and I
registers
told
as
him.
evil.
I came out.
He
but I-
did tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me
We
very
waited
well.
so
Okay, but so alright. So I learned that there's a pair of evil players. So
I also know that
he,
one of
he
these
learned
two
that
are
I am the chef. So it can't, like, if he learned that I'm the chef, that means I'm not the drunk.
Do you know where all these signs are pointing to? Lewis.
But
Pretty
equally
much.
Julian. Like, this is a problem in that. This is why I was saying we shouldn't leave an execution.
But two evil players next to each
they're sitting
other.
next to each other.
What
But
if it was
but
Reggie
now
and
we-
Lewis,
but
and
we
that's where
don't-
my one was coming
Well,
from?
possibly, but we don't have any information as to which one is Dominion.
No, but
which
you
one's
never got
But
a
then you would
one.
have, but then you would have got a three.
You never got a one.
Yeah, but then she would have got
I got a yes.
Nominations in 1 minute.
One person next to me.
Why is the demon...
I
Wait.
don't know why you were celebrating.
Why is the demon not Claire?
I'm celebrating the fact
Why
that
is the
I died
demon not
because-
what?
Why is the demon not Claire and the minion
That's what I'm saying. I
is,
think her information
is
the most.
Lewis?
Because
Then
and
why,
we've
what
got
did
the one
what
here.
did I get wrong?
He got a two.
You got a one.
I got one pair. So who's the pair?
The pair is the recluse registering as evil.
They could both be telling the truth, and then Claire's or Lewis is probably the minion.
I'm worried you're actually
I
the
think it's Claire
drunk.
as a demon.
The reason I
And that
celebrated
he's
being-
Well, if
Yes.
I'm the
is
drunk,
theory,
then he would have to be
The only way
poisoned.
I could
Oh
be the
my.
demon is if Doug or I are being
True.
the demon. He's dead, I'm dead, we're both
Oh, I know,
dead.
but I have you already just so confirmed. I think
Yeah,
so
yeah,
many
yeah.
information leads towards you that we never need to worry about you. So we've only taken
Okay,
you out of the running.
If we think of my info,
but now I think we've got three of the dodgiest people.
if we
left
think
to
of my
lie.
info, they have to be sitting next to each other. So if she was evil, one of us would have to be evil.
No, because we've got the
If she
recluse
was
in that
evil-
story.
Here's what...
So either we've got a
if she was
recluse
evil, he could
and
also be
evil and
evil, I'm
evil,
recluse.
and then the
So he
evil
could
pair
be-
is still here. We got a minion, we got a demon, we got a recluse.
The recluse is
just
stuff.
from my-
What was your
We should've died
information?
earlier.
Washerwoman here or here?
If that's
For
true, I'll...
Undertaker.
Oh, sorry, Undertaker here. I'm the
You're the
washerwoman. And there's an Undertaker here.
I apologise because I think my ploy has stuffed this up.
No, I don't think
Because
it has. Because
if I had been killed by the demon, it would have worked. I wasn't killed by
it's
the
not
demon.
a problem because she's probably the demon and she knew the whole time that you were the recluse. But the reality
Oh,
is...
'cause I told her
Yeah,
early
the
on.
reality...
Yeah.
let's pretend that that's not...
No, he didn't tell me he was the recluse.
I
He just
originally
started
had...
I said I'm demon bait
Okay.
to you. I said.
Yeah, I assumed you were the Raven Keeper.
In terms of finding out
way.
who the demon is, I originally had suspicions about Reggie and Phil about this
Yeah.
collaboration, and if Phil had not died last night, I would have thought maybe this was a spy.
Right.
But you have died tonight. You cannot both be evil. It is 100% that you
Well, they're
cannot
both dead,
be evil
so they're
because
not
you're
both
both
evil.
dead. Therefore, that makes me inclined to trust Phil
I'm
a lot more
trusting
than I
Phil.
would have if he was still alive right
I'm trusting
now.
Phil, except for the information you got from Doug. So I'm worried Doug might be the
First
spy.
call for
Doug could have
nominations.
been- Phil could have been poisoned. So let's say
Careful.
that there's no drunk.
Who should I nominate?
I mean,
I'm
we've
not
got a
gonna
couple.
nominate me.
There's
Okay,
nothing.
sorry,
We've got
if I'm a
like two
drunk-
scenarios.
I think Louis.
Here's my thought, right? If I'm the drunk, that means that
But
he's not the recluse, which
that's
means
just
he's
me.
evil.
Can we hear from each of
So
the
if
live
I'm
players
not
who
drunk-
they would nominate now in this situation?
Okay, my answer was I just turned to her.
He asked me.
Obviously, I'm not going to nominate me.
Okay.
Would you nominate Lewis? Is Lewis has played the ninja demon.
Yeah,
If we
he's
believe
so
if we believe
quiet.
there's no drunk,
I-
then Lewis is the demon.
I think Lewis is evil, but I don't know whether he's the demon.
I don't have anything to say. I'm the Raven Keeper.
Okay.
I don't have anything that I can say.
Lewis, who would you nominate now?
either of these two.
You know you don't actually have to do it.
Second call for nomination.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Oh, wait, you're the only good player.
No, be careful.
Because she's still alive. Why is the empath fortune teller still
I
alive?
honestly
Yeah.
think we have
Because I'm
both
really getting
people
good
players
information.
alive,
Yeah.
and it's these two.
And I think she is
But
the
the
Raven.
Raven-
Them to nominate each other.
Would you
I
nominate
honestly think it's Claire, because
I
if you were
think
final
I would-
call,
Guys, final call.
I'm willing to bet there's no. I'm willing to bet there's no drunk in this game, and
Lewis has been nominated by Julian.
No.
All right, Lewis, what do you have to say for
Demon
yourself?
minion.
I'm the Raven Keeper. I probably should not have said that yesterday, but that's what I am.
That's very convenient.
Okay.
That's Claire.
I'm
Have
going
you
to bet
said
there's
everything you
no.
wish to say?
It's not me.
So you're saying he won't nominate her?
Okay. Votes.
I think it's
Lewis.
Minion Demon.
I wasn't
Now.
getting new information each night because who's killing over
I
here?
think we
1,
have to. It's
2,
the only chance.
3,
There's enough.
4.
There's enough.
5.
See?
Ghost votes were.
None.
So the players who voted were Julian, Mariana, Phil, Claire, and Lewis.
Wait, we
Would
still
you
got
like
this?
to nominate Claire?
Is
No, we can only tie it.
No, we can't. You can tie it. Yeah.
Yeah, but no one can nominate.
5
Claire,
votes.
would you like
Lewis
to nominate
is about
yourself?
to die.
Claire, nominate yourself. Go on, be a
Go on.
sport.
Do it.
Be a sport.
Claire.
It was
Please,
Claire.
Claire.
No, I need to nominate Julian. I don't. So I can't figure out if that was a bluff. If that
Lewis
was a double.
voted for himself. He's the minion. He protected
Yeah.
his demon. It's the end of the story.
Final call
Like,
for
there's nothing
nominations.
we can
Lewis
do.
is about to die.
There were
5,
already
4,
four.
3,
You've already won.
2, 1. Lewis.
Julian.
You've just nominated Julian. Whoa. Julian. Oh, you were going to accuse him first. Let's hit it.
So Lewis voted for himself at the very last minute after there were already enough votes for him to die. So it could have been a double bluff. He could have been putting his hand up right at the end.
Now, I've just looked at the maths of this, Claire. The only way this passes or does not result, it could tie on 5 votes. If everyone except
God.
Julian votes, it will tie. Julian will die if he votes for himself.
Julian, vote for
So I'm
yourself.
going to go
1, 2,
straight
3, 4.
into
Do it.
Let's make it interesting.
There are 6 remaining votes.
I will vote if you vote for yourself.
Votes for Julian starting now.
I want to see the world third.
1,
Lewis is voting for me.
2. Yeah. 2 votes. At least we got more ghost votes out there. At this point, 5 is unbeatable. Lewis has been executed. And the game has ended. And the team that wins is the evil team.
I go into detective mode.
What was that bullshit? I'm the recluse. I was on that the entire time, and then that final day you convinced me. You were like, I didn't see
All right, okay. All right, I'll do the roll call. I'm going to start with the one we all know. Michael is the virgin. You are the chef. Your information was correct. 2 evil players sitting next to each other. The fortune teller, who your red herring was, in fact, the chef. Because I chose that as the red herring, the false register for the fortune teller, because 2 evil players sitting next to each other is a lot of great information for a chef. So I wanted a way to problematize that and get suspicion on the chef. The washerwoman learned that Phil or Julian were the Undertaker. That's a little trap I like to set. Maybe you publicly say he's the Undertaker, but you missed that one. You confirmed this. The Scarlet Woman, who at a certain point, when you picked these 2 and he registered as falsely as the demon because you picked the red herring the same night, at that point, Julian couldn't really rely on the minion ability and kind of had to get it home himself. But you did your minion job and just looked as suspicious as possible. The demon, the drunk.
I was. Why? Why would you do
So
this
the
to
drunk
me? Drunk monk.
Now, the reason you were the drunk was because it would be possible for you to find out your ability is malfunctioning. So you never got a chance to do that because you were killed early on. If you'd picked a player and the demon attacked them, you know you're malfunctioning. You think maybe I'm the drunk. Because there was no hint of an outsider because you died, Julian was able to step into that gap. One of the most interesting interactions for me this game was watching the Undertaker here. On the final kill, Julian, you can watch the video later. He agonized over who to kill. I think he went through, I think the only person he definitely wasn't going to kill was Lewis. Yeah. And I think and I think he chose you. I don't know why. I think he decided that you were more trustworthy for the group than Claire. But by the double-edged sword, by killing the Undertaker, you then confirm essentially this player and this player here because you learned who they were. Yeah. It just made the bind really hard there. But then sailed home on the recluse bluff. Guys, that was a really fun game. Thank you all so much for playing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm so upset.
You guys want to take a look at the grimoire? Here's what we got going on here. We got this business. All right, thank you very much. That was an 8-player game of Trouble Brewing.
The drunk monk.
All right.
It rhymes.
Nice one, Evil.
I was waiting for the drunkenness because I knew.
All right, fine.
Is that how you killed me?
High five you.